When the girl opened her eyes, she realized she had gone back to the day her mother-in-law kicked her out of the house. In her last life, her mother-in-law always thought she was a gold digger who'd do anything to marry into a rich family, even secretly having a baby to force her son to marry her. As expected, her married life was miserable. When she tried to bring water to wash her mother-in-law's feet, the old woman kicked her hard and even slapped her. Grandpa looked down on her too and wouldn't even let her see her daughter. One day, on her way to pick up her daughter from school, she got into a terrible car accident and died on the spot. Thinking about all that, she swore she'd never let the same tragedy happen again. Right then, the man rushed back. Seeing him made her furious. Just before the accident in her past life, she'd found out from the media that he'd been fooling around with his secretary. At that moment, Grandpa told the man that for the family's reputation, he had to marry her. The man agreed casually, but his mother immediately jumped in to object, only to be scolded by Grandpa to shut up. As soon as they walked into the marriage office, reporters swarmed them, accusing her of trapping the man with a one-night stand. The man just stood there coldly, saying nothing. In her last life, she'd panicked under the reporters' sharp questions, trying to explain, but the media twisted her words and turned her into a public joke. Even her daughter was called an illegitimate child for years. This time, she calmly told the truth, then grabbed the man's hand and told everyone they were genuinely in love. After leaving the crowd, the man immediately pulled his hand away. She didn't take it to heart. Holding her daughter after getting the marriage certificate, she remembered how in her past life, her constant tolerance made her daughter grow up insecure. This time, she'd make sure her girl lived happy and carefree. Then the man spoke up, saying their daughter could sleep between them. Without thinking, she playfully told him to hold the little girl instead. He gave her a look but stayed silent. She quickly explained that it'd be bumpy if the kid slept in the middle. When they got home, Grandpa looked at their marriage certificate and told them to live well together. Then the mother-in-law said the upstairs room was ready and told the nanny to take the daughter there to sleep. Remembering how her mother-in-law had made her stay in the maid's room last time, she quickly said her daughter needed to take a bath first and told the nanny to grab clean towels. The mother-in-law muttered under her breath, shocked that the girl dared to order the staff around. The nanny then said her room didn't have a bathroom, only a shared one outside. The girl mocked, "Your family's loaded, and you don't even have a proper room with a private bathroom?" Wouldn't people laugh if they heard that? With no choice, the man took them to his own room. Looking at the online comments that were completely different from her past life, she finally let out a sigh of relief. But then the man suddenly brought up the old accusation that she'd drugged him. Furious, she said she'd done nothing wrong and had nothing to hide. Without another word, he turned and walked away. The next day at the family dinner, her mother-in-law introduced her to her sister-in-law. Every word out of the sister-in-law's mouth dripped with disdain for the man, and the mother-in-law chimed right in. As they were about to leave, the mother-in-law stopped the man and said she had a friend who wanted to apply for the secretary position. That's when the girl finally realized her husband had betrayed her long ago.